There we go. Strengthening your center, down the front, up the back, the center of our body, strengthening our core, our umbilical energy, and strengthening our courage, which has a lot to do with our chest and has to do with our heart. Today, waiting for people to join me. So I think I'll start with, in this social distancing, this withdrawal from our regular daily active lives, I'm learning to be grateful. So last evening at about 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I lost all my communication systems. I lost my internet and my telephone. I was fortunate enough to at least have my cell phone. So I got on and I got to Spectrum, my internet provider, waited 40 minutes. And this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, my buzzer rang and a gentleman from New Jersey came and rescued me. My one last connection to the outside world. So welcome. I really find this connection, this last way to relate, invaluable for me. I have a deep need to communicate and to relate to human beings. This is a new way, a new platform, so I like generally to look into people's eyes and to, in a sense, get a sense of who they are. I like a deep kind of communication. And now that I can't see anybody, I feel more that I'm communicating with myself. And I'm now learning how to communicate with the invisible world. So I am grateful for an opportunity to learn to communicate from a different perspective. Hopefully one day we'll get back to the one-on-one, to looking in each other's eyes and to touch. But for now, this is a focus on our inner beings. And it's a focus, this particular series, this April series, is to strengthen our core, our center, and our courage. The last session, last Saturday, we talked all about the main central vertical universal harmonizing energy, which has many layers, but eventually becomes the spine. It orientates us in space. It's our central axis. It gives us a feeling of up and down, north and south. So we found a few different ways to jumper cable, which is the language of Jinshin Jyutsu. And jumper cable merely means that we place our hands on some part of our body. Light touch. And that brings energy to whatever area that we're touching. It helps reconnect energy. It helps blocked energy. So the center, if we don't have a center, a central principle, a central axis, a center to go to within our own beings, then we lose our connection. We have no strength, no connection to source. So here is, let's just do together a simple step for what we did last Saturday. And your right hand can go on top of the head or between the collarbones. It's your choice. The left hand goes between the pubic bone. So there we are. You can see we're helping connect head to the tail. It's your choice. So welcome to all those who are joining us. We're having a recap of last week, a quick way to harmonize the central axis of our being, which brings us into oneness internally. Close your eyes. Come back to your center. Come back to the inner darkness, the space within. Tune into yourselves. And as we tune into ourself, the deeper we go within, the further out we can go into space. So we're all connected through this oneness, through the center axis of our individuality, and through the central axis of the earth. Everything rotates around that central axis. This will support all of our human activity on all levels. It's our basic support system. Breath. It supports the capital B breath of life. So watch the gentle rhythm of your breath. Anytime we need to change our focus, we need to center ourselves, we can simply go to watching the rhythm of breathing. It's the first and last movement of life. So remember, if your arm gets tired, you can gently place it between collarbone at the crook of the neck. Feel your spine, feel each vertebra, starting with the vertebra deep inside your skull. Follow that supporting column all the way down. And now take your right hand and put it on your coccyx. We have our left hand on our pubic bone and our right hand on our coccyx. Whoops, I gotta move back a little bit if you can't see. Here we go. Right hand on the coccyx, left hand on the pubic, between the pubic bone. In Jinshin Jitsu, this last step is bringing us into our material body. So that was a quickie for centering ourselves. And today's theme or topic is how to strengthen our core. So we're going to strengthen our pelvic area, where our viscera are located. Our viscera is our feeling and our emotions on a physical level. This is a bowl that contains the stomach and the guts. It's an 100 million neurons are there. We're starting to understand it's our second brain, but it's a brain on the visceral level. It's about feelings and emotions and sensations on the physical plane. So we're focusing on this area today because this is the area where we will feel our profound security being in the physical body. So I would like you to might want to open your eyes for a moment and take your thumbs and put them together at the tips, and your index finger, put them together at the tips, and then place them right above your umbilicus and right in the area of your pubic bone, in the area of the viscera. Just sit down. This is a very neglected area, and this is our connection on the umbilical level to source. This is the connection through the viscera, through the organs. Feel this soft belly. We are exposed and vulnerable. We're not protected by any bones in our abdominal cavity. So again, watch the breath. The breath will move all the way down to the coccyx. Connect to your belly, connect to your gut. What does gut mean to you? It's the viscera when we feel the butterflies in the stomach, when we feel something in our gut. We have a gut feeling. So connect to this soft belly, this vulnerable place. This is a big energetic center. It is our connection through the viscera, through the organs to source. Find your belly button. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders. Your belly button. This is where we receive breath, nourishment, and we let go of waste. When we were in utero, those 9 months, we grew through the energy that we received and the waste product that we let go of through our umbilicus. So in this time, we need nourishment. We need to find new ways to nourish ourselves. We're all in this together, though. Find new ways to even think about nourishment. How are we nourished? I live in New York City, and I'm thankful for the green market. I am grateful for all the farmers and the artisanal products that are brought, the local, seasonal fruits and vegetables. And during this time, they're still coming, and I look them in the eye. And for the first time, I experienced deep gratitude that they are there. And I'm feeling the interconnectedness. So we are not alone. We are all in this together. And this is the way, through the internet, through the ethers, I am learning to connect, to keep connected. I am grateful. For the engineer who was called at 6:30 this morning from New Jersey to come and repair my connection, my building's connection, Soho's connection to the internet, parts of Soho. I'm deeply grateful. And I'm deeply grateful for this gift, Facebook Live. So nourishment is on all levels. The physical level, the connective level, the energetic level, the foods that we eat, the air that we breathe, the thoughts that we think, and the words that we say. So fill your pelvic bowl with all that nourishment and the nourishment of gratitude. This pelvic area is a firm physical foundation for our energetic body. This is where our reproductive organs are located on the physical level. So this is where we create and bring it into physicality. This is where our elimination organs are located. So holding the umbilical area, it's called hara in Japanese, the area of Dantian in Tai Chi, umbilicus in Jin Shin Jyutsu. We're in need of feeling grounded. Again, for those of you who came in a little bit later, take your hands, put your thumbs together inside of your index finger and place them right here on your pelvis. Bring the energy, focus to the navel center. Nabel in German, umbilicus, navel, hara, Dantian. Many different names for the soft, visceral belly. Guts, our guts. Find the guts to face your fear. Any fear that you have. There's a lot of fear out there now. My fear was to face the unknown through the camera on my computer. So thank you all for helping me face that fear. Exhale, let go, drop your shoulders, feel the freedom in your shoulders, the looseness in your spine. And now I like to make a little sequence. Any of these can be done separately. I like movement, I like to choreograph. So the next part, the next step that I would like to show is crossing your arms and holding the inside of your knees. If it's more comfortable, you can put your hands together. But crossing your arms, holding your inside of the knees, gets everything moving out of the pelvis. We brought the energy to our core, to our center, and now let's get it moving by crossing for mediation and holding the ones for movement into the physical body, into the legs, down to earth. I'm going to sit down again for a few minutes. Hold your ones. The one is about the exhale, letting go, breathing. Get moving. We are dissolving into a new space, a new way of living and being. So our ones will connect everything into one vision, one picture, one focus, focus of creation. The ones help the energy move out of the head, out of the brain, into the feet. So as we started with our main central, we went to our core, main central, center, the core, our guts, to the one, the beginning of movement on earth, mediation, supervising, and then to end this short sequence, we go back to the oneness. Bring your hands together in front of your sternum. Leave the middle finger extended up and then fold the other fingers down. Exhale. And we returned to the oneness of the main central. The middle finger, palms together, are all connecting us to oneness, to the center, to our central axis. Touching our sternum with our thumbs, keeping it all, connecting it, bringing it back to the center source. Exhale, drop the burdens. Feel the freedom in your shoulders, in your neck, in your head. Feel the freedom of your breath. And again, return to the focus internally. Your inner space. The darkness within, which is illuminated by the breath. brings light and heat into the body. And now that we have found our inner space, connect with each other through the ethers, even though we don't know where you are, but feel the invisible umbilical energies or chords or waves, whatever image connects us all here together in this moment. Focusing, strengthening our center and our core, so we can be courageous and brave. For today and tomorrow, all unknown. So we can bring the light to the darkness, or we can see the light in the darkness. And I would like to close this self-help Jinshin Jyutsu meditation with this last little saying: my cell, my individual cell in my body has the same relationship as I, as an individual, have with the universe. My cell is to me as I am to the universe. Big picture, small picture, same picture. Thank you all for joining me. Open your eyes. I look forward to next week, where we'll approach the word and explore the word courage. Thank you. Again, I would love to have any suggestions. I had a suggestion from Yolanda about the fourth depth, so I approached the fourth depth from just the 15 pelvic bowl perspective. Total body nourishment, total visceral nourishment of all of our organs, so that we can have both energetic strength through the main central and visceral strength through our organs. So I ask you to share this with anybody that you think could use it. And together we can brave the darkness and strengthen ourselves. So thank you all for showing up in my office in Soho, New York City, the epicenter of the virus in the United States. Thank you. I'm deeply grateful. Until next week at 12 o'clock, I'm also doing a We Are One webinar on Monday through the Jinshin Jyutsu channel, JSJ Official, on Monday at 2 o'clock, and I welcome you there. Have a great afternoon. From a yogi tea bag. See the light, spread the light, be the light. Thank you. This now I really am signing off. Goodbye.